Phone for a second date update today. Met her date in a very unconventional way. In person. At a party.
Weird.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often anymore. Normally it's like Craigslist misconnections or Tinder or Plenty of Fish. But she actually met somebody in person and went out on a date with them. Weird. And now she's not getting a call back. Nicole, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So you actually took the risk and met somebody in person while you were at a party, huh? Tell us about that. That's weird.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that I was going to meet somebody in person at a party. I just, went to a friend's house for a party and got there, and she said, "Hey, I've got this guy you should meet." So it just kind of fell in my lap.
And you actually met him and talked to him
Made eye
face to
contact.
face, huh?
In the flesh.
Wow, that is crazy. Tell us a little bit about the guy you want to call today.
Well, his name is Travis, and like I said, I was introduced by kind of a friend of a friend, and I am a single mom. I have a 5-year-old.
Okay.
Her dad and I split a couple years ago, so I don't date very often. I mean, I guess I've really only kind of been back on the market for a little while. So when I met him, I didn't really expect to meet someone, and I didn't expect to like somebody.
You weren't out like trying to find somebody to date. It just happened that you...
No.
Okay.
But as soon as I met him, we clicked. I mean, just instantly, the conversation was really great at the party, and so I knew that there was somebody that I would want to go out with.
Okay, so you guys obviously exchanged numbers and went out. What did you do on your date?
We went to dinner. Pretty typical first date, nothing crazy, but just had a really great conversation. It was never awkward. Sometimes you go on a date and it's just, there are those moments where you're just like, oh, God, get me out of here.
Right.
Never felt that way.
And did he seem interested in you? I mean, because you seem super jacked about this date.
Well, hopefully I didn't seem overly eager. I didn't think that I did. I mean, the date went great. He picked me up, and so when he took me home after the date, asked him if he wanted to come in for a nightcap.
Was your kid at home?
She was asleep.
Okay.
And is he a dad, and he's cool with the child thing?
He knew that I have a daughter.
Yeah.
He's not a dad.
Okay.
But he didn't seem to be uncomfortable with the idea of dating a single mom.
Right. He wasn't shocked when there was a babysitter at your house.
No, he already knew.
Okay. Yeah, that happens sometimes. And what was it like when you guys got back to the house?
It was great. I mean, we had a couple drinks. We were talking. One thing kind of led to another. We kissed.
Nice.
It was really fun,
Did your kid wake up at any point and interrupt you guys?
No, if she did, I didn't see her come downstairs.
All right. Oh, no. Well, that's always kind of awkward, you know what I mean? Like, if you're hanging out with somebody who has a kid and then, like, you guys are making out and it's like, hey, I want a popsicle.
Mommy's busy.
Yeah. So you didn't have any of that kind of stuff happen?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. How did you end everything with the guy?
He said that he would like to see me again and said he'd give me a call. And then he didn't.
Okay.
So after a couple of days, I thought, you know what, maybe he's waiting for a sign from me that I'm interested.
Right.
So I texted him
Okay.
and, just said, hey, had fun, would love to see you again. And he responded saying that, sorry, he'd been busy, things had been a little crazy, but that he would also like to go out again. And so we kind of made a plan to touch base and find a time the next week. And that was about 2 weeks ago, almost.
Okay.
Yikes.
Have you followed up with him?
No, because at this point, I kind of feel like I let him know that I'm interested. And so I guess I'm starting to wonder that maybe he's just not interested and now I'm doing all the legwork. And,
Okay.
Everything you've said has been so positive. Maybe he's not looking for a relationship. Did he, indicate that?
I definitely got the impression that he was as interested as I was.
So it's been about 2 weeks. Do you want a second date with this guy, or do you just want to find out why he just, stopped talking to you?
Honestly, I think at this point, I more just want to know what happened. This isn't, I don't date much, and so I just want to know if I did something.
So if we call him, get him on the phone, and he's like, oh, man, I liked her so much, I've just been busy, and I really want to go out with her. You want me to say, hey, go to hell, man. She doesn't want a second date with you. That's what you want me to do?
No, don't do that. But,
right.
I mean, if he wanted to go out again, yes,
Okay.
I would totally go out with him.
All right, well, I won't screw that up for you then, okay?
Thank you.
All right, well, play a song, come back, call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Nicole is on the phone. She wants us to call a guy named Travis today. They met at a party, agreed to go out, had a great date, went back to her place. She does have a kid. Paid the babysitter. They hung out for a little while, made out. He said that he wanted to go out again, even texted her saying, like, yeah, I'm real busy this week, but we should definitely go out, and then has not talked to her since. So she wants to call him today and find out why. And Nicole, I think I know why this guy isn't calling you back.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, talking to you, okay, you seem very put together, right? You got a kid, but you're still like doing okay. You know, everything seems. You seem like not a train wreck.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Okay. I feel like he went out with you and he was hoping just for a hookup, and then he's like, "Oh man, she's actually like smart and she knows stuff, and now she's out of my league, and I don't want to call her back."
Well, I mean, I guess I could take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
then.
you should. You should. I'm saying that from our normal second date updates that we do, you sound too good. And I think maybe that's the problem. He's like, yeah, she's too good for me, and I don't want to call her back.
Well, I hope that's the reason.
All right. Well, I'm about to dial the phone number right now, get him on the phone, and see if we can find out why, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Travis, please?
Yeah, this is Travis. Who's this?
Hey, Travis, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Fine.
Any idea why I might be calling you?
Honestly, no.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners,
Okay.
and you're not calling her back, so she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why.
What?
I'll say it one more time for you. You recently went out on a date with somebody who listens to our show, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and you're not calling her back now, and she would really like to see you again,
Okay.
but since she can't get a hold of you, she asked us to do it and see if we can find out why you're not calling her back.
Okay.
Her name is Nicole. Do you remember going out with Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys met at a party and hung out back at her place?
Yeah.
Well, according to her, you've said that you want to hang out again, but you've told her that you're busy, and then you just kind of stopped talking to her. Is there any specific reason?
Well, yeah, I'd like to hang out with her again. I just haven't had time.
Okay, so your excuse about being busy, that's true. You really do want to see her again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then why? What?
That's not
All right,
the
so
right
you say
response.
that, but why haven't you contacted her at all?
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. You got me. I didn't call her back.
Okay.
You're right.
Can you tell us why?
Well, she's a mom. She's got a 5-year-old kid, and I'm not ready for anything like that.
Okay. Why'd you agree to go out with her in the first place then?
Well, I thought at first that maybe it could work out, but then, after the date, I realized that there's no way.
So you're saying after the date you realized it. Does that mean that something happened during the date to make you change your mind?
I don't know.
I think you do know, Travis.
It's a long pause.
Look, Travis, this is like something that we do for our listeners. They want to get better at dating, so they ask us to call people and find out why. So if there's anything that you're withholding from us, I'd appreciate it if you could just be honest with us, and then we'll tell her to help her out.
When we were hanging out at her place, it was just weird.
It was weird?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. We talked to her. She said that she paid the babysitter. You guys hung out and made out a little bit. You didn't even have any interaction with her kid because she said you didn't even see the kid.
No, I didn't see the kid, but I knew the kid was just on the other side of that wall.
So just knowing,
What?
just
There were stuffed animals all over the place and Barbie dolls.
okay.
Too much for me.
So you were cool with it until you got there and you're like, all right, I know there's a kid here. This just became real, and you didn't want to hang out with her again.
Well, it was more than that. I mean, things started progressing between us, physically. I just couldn't get it out of my head that that the kid was like right there.
So the whole time you're making out with her, you're thinking like, all right, this is going to go to the next level. The only thing that's in your head is a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And I tried to put it out of my mind. I tried to play through it, and like I go under her shirt, and then I see her scar, and that was it.
What? So wait,
Say that again.
When we were kissing, I lifted up her shirt, and I saw she had a C-section scar.
A C-section scar.
Yeah.
So is this about the kid or about the scar?
That was just a reminder that she has a kid. There's no getting around it.
Okay.
Can I ask, I mean, what is it, though, about the kid? Like, I don't get why you're so shocked by all this when you knew about it going in.
I don't want to be in a position where I have to play dad. I don't want to be making out with someone and have a kid walk in. I don't want anything to do with it.
It didn't seem to stop you at the time.
What?
Hi, Nicole here.
Hey, Travis, Nicole's actually on the other line.
Are you kidding me? She's been listening in this whole time?
Sure have. And I think it's interesting that you'll tell these guys, complete strangers, what's going on, but you won't even answer a text from me.
Well, Nicole, they were asking questions. Yes, I answered them, and I didn't answer your text. And what do you think is more uncomfortable?
I guess that's a good point, yeah.
I would think responding to a text is easier than having a conversation. I mean, it's not like I was asking you for an explanation in person. I just sent you a text.
What am I supposed to say to you? Your C-section scar freaked me out?
I don't think you have to go that far, Travis.
You could at least give me the courtesy of saying, hey, listen, this just isn't for me, instead of just, hey, I'd like to see you again, and then nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like, why say you want to go out again if you don't?
Hey, listen, this just isn't for me, okay? Lady with a baby isn't for me. All right? I'm sorry. I was trying to let you down easy by just ignoring your text. I thought you would get the clue, but this isn't for me.
Yeah, I don't think this is for me either.
Oh, that's a shame, because I was going to see if you guys wanted to go out again. I will pay for it.
Oh, will you? Yeah, why don't you go and get us 3 tickets to Disney on Ice?
Disney on Ice. All right.
That was a no.
So I guess neither one of you want to go out again.
No, definitely not. And you know what, Jubal? You're right. I'm way too put together for
See?
this guy.
Told you.
Called it.
All right. Well, Travis, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Okay. No more single mommies for you.
You got that right.
Okay? And don't call them single mommies, because that sounds creepy.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A dude named John is on the phone for a second date update today, and he told us a little bit about his date in his email, but the thing that I really focused on was his opening line. It said, I was hoping things would get wild, but that didn't happen.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
need to get more information on that, John.
Yeah.
How wild were you hoping things would get?
I don't know. Nothing crazy. I met this girl, Danielle, through some friends who, you know, the only thing they said was that she was kind of wild, and I was kind of looking to get a little wild.
Just
I
the
don't
way
know.
you phrased it was just
Yeah.
kind of creepy to me.
Yeah, like, well,
Yeah.
you know what didn't happen?
We didn't get wild, and that was a bummer.
It does sound like you drive around like a Mazda Miata and have satin sheets at home.
I don't know. It wasn't a sexual thing necessarily. I don't know. I was looking for a good night, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
crazy time.
So her friend said she was wild, but she ended up not being wild.
Not that wild, no.
Okay. Well, tell us about the date.
I don't know. It was just pretty standard. We talked for a few weeks just online, and we had busy schedules, so we ended up just, after a few weeks of talking, meeting up at a bar, you know, casual, and had a few drinks, had pretty normal kind of first date conversations.
You sound really disappointed when you're describing this date.
Yeah, a date finally went normal.
I don't know why you want to call her back.
Well, I don't know. I think I kind of screwed it up. She was super cute. I did like her, but yeah, the date just didn't really go the way I thought it was going to go.
Okay, so what happened? What went wrong?
Well, a couple things. So after we were just talking about, you know, kind of normal first date kind of stuff, at one point I kind of leaned over and sort of whispered to her, like, hey, so you know what your friends say about you? And she sort of looked at me like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you're creeping me out.
God. I would immediately be pissed. Like, it doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth after that. Not only am I mad at you, but I'm also mad at my friends.
Well, yeah, she was like, wait, what do my friends say about me?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, they say you're pretty wild.
Oh, no.
And she didn't like that.
No.
It sounds like a bad line.
And you're whispering?
Yeah.
I think she took it to be sort of like a sexual thing, and it was not my intention at all.
Are you telling the truth? Because you're whispering, I heard you're pretty wild, and you're saying that what was your intention? Like,
I just thought it was going to move the conversation forward or maybe inspire her to do something crazy, like, I don't know, shotgun a beer or something. Tell me about some crazy trips you went on to Africa. Like, it's a little bit of information I had.
Yeah,
Trying
so
to bring it out of her.
it came out wrong what you were trying to say. Like, your friend said you like to party or something, but you decided to phrase it in a really awkward way.
Wild was maybe not the best
Maybe
word
not.
choice.
Okay. And so, did things just go downhill after that?
Yeah.
yeah. How quickly before the date ended?
So I kind of bounced back from the wild comment a little bit. We just kept on talking about our careers, and she's got a dog. She talked about her dog. And then just like on a sitcom, we were eating these like mozzarella sticks, and there was one left, and we both sort of like went for it at the same time. And she was like, you have it. And I was like, no, you have it. And it basically led to me sort of awkwardly picking up the cheese stick and like trying to feed it to her.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's bad, too.
I mean, you're trying, but
I
not
heard your
doing
friends
well.
say you like to get wild. Here, let me shove a cheese stick down your throat. See how you handle that.
Then it gets so much worse, guys, because what ended up happening, she ends up choking and gagging on this fried cheese stick.
No.
What'd you do? Just shove it down her throat?
No, I just was trying to feed it to her. It was bad. It was all bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So it's bad all around. You pretty much made yourself look like a weird a-hole.
Shove a hot, chewy cheese
Who,
stick
yeah,
in her
Yeah.
really loves mozzarella sticks?
I don't know. I heard she was wild. I was just trying to be spontaneous. I don't know.
That is
Yeah.
the wrong way to be
Yeah,
spontaneous.
it's not wild.
Maybe go to another bar, go dancing, or have some shots. Like, take the lead there.
Quick,
Not-
surprise cheese stick.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I want a second date. I mean, she's super cute, and other than when I was being super weird, we did have good conversations.
All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and see if she's recovered from the cheese stick and maybe get you a second date, okay?
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, John is on the phone, and John is what you'd probably describe as a very romantic guy. If you go on a date with him, he'll whisper sweet nothings into your ear, things like, hey, heard you were wild. And then, if you're lucky, maybe he'll shove a cheese stick down your throat until you gag.
Oh, yeah.
And if that sounds like I'm joking, I'm not. That's what actually happened on John's date. He went out with a girl named Danielle. Apparently, her friends told him that she was wild, so he decided to drop that line, hey, heard you're wild. And then they were eating cheese sticks, and somehow it got to the point where he shoved a cheese stick down her throat, and she gagged and had to go to the bathroom. And he pretty much knows he screwed the whole thing up, and he was very awkward about the whole wild situation. So,
Definitely.
John, we're going to give her a call and see if we can save you. Any last thoughts?
Do what you can.
I mean,
All right.
and you seem so normal when we talk to you on the phone. Like, who you are with us seems very different than who you were on that date.
I don't know. Maybe I was just nervous. They said she was wild. I was just trying to impress her.
Trying to let your wild side show a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to dial her right now and see if we can figure out if that is the whole reason your date went bad, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Danielle, please?
this is her. May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, how you doing, Danielle? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, from where?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, it's a radio show.
Okay, how can I help you?
Well, it's a good question. Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we got an email about you from a dude named John.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know John.
So John emailed us because he told us a little bit about your date and also said that you aren't calling him back or responding to any of his text messages. He's wondering why.
I'm not sure why he's wondering why.
Is it obvious?
Yeah, I mean, he told us about it, and he said that he did some things on the date that he thinks might have ruined it. But I want to hear it from your side first. Like, describe the date with John.
Sure, like it was fun at first, but he's just like way too extreme for me.
What do you mean by that?
At one point he like leaned over and like whispered in my ear that like I was wild.
Yeah.
It was weird.
He told us that too.
I can't believe you didn't walk out right there.
Honestly, I just kind of wanted to see where it was going to go because I figured my friends wouldn't put me in like danger, but then the date continued and I realized
Danger.
Yeah, no, really. We sit at the table. Before real conversation even starts, our drinks are brought to us. He shotgunned a Red Bull.
What?
Shotgun a Red Bull.
Yeah, just a Red Bull.
What is he?
That's a
just
nice
wanna-
mellow date you're on.
Cool. Then he shotgunned it?
Yeah, I just like didn't understand. And then he was like, woo, and started playing the knife game, you know, like where you take a knife and spread your fingers on a table and like try not to hit your fingers. And he wanted me to join. And
He just say he wanted you to play the knife game too?
he also wanted me to play the knife game, like a fun like competition date thing.
What?
It was weird.
Wow.
It's like you're on a date with some cracked out frat boy, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and like every time I said no to doing these ridiculous things, he made me sound like I wasn't fun. And then like conversation would be going fine, and he would just be like, "Yeah, you want to get wild?" It was just too much.
I would assume he's on drugs. Like if I
Yeah.
was out with him, I'm like, this guy is on something.
Maybe like he forgot to take his drugs.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
that
maybe
could
he
be the
needed
case
meds.
too. Good
All right.
point.
Opposite.
Very good point.
In his defense, when he was talking to us, he said that your friends told him that you like to get wild.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really an excuse. It's kind of odd, his behavior.
I dance on like a bar every now and then. I've gone skydiving once, but I'm not gonna like play with a knife.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is at the end of the night, he thought it'd be cute to like shove a cheese stick down my face.
Yeah.
I started gagging. It was awful.
He mentioned that too. So you're not into having somebody gag you with cheese sticks on a first date.
You know, not really my thing.
Okay, yeah, you're one of the rare breed then, because that seems like a pretty normal thing to me, you know?
That's not even the wild part.
I mean, was there anything good about this date at all, Danielle? Because it sounds horrible.
Honestly, it's just a funny story that I'll laugh about later. Not yet.
You just need a
Yeah.
little more time.
Still
yeah.
working on it. Well,
a little
not-
more space.
Not to bring up old wounds, but guess what, Danielle? John is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. You know, he's a wild man. You never know what to expect from him.
know.
And unless he hung up, he's still on the phone. John, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Wild
God.
man.
Danielle, I got to be honest with you. The only reason I did any of those things was because your friends told me you were crazy. Like, you like to get wild.
No, but see, like, I'm not stupid. Like, I do fun things. That was just weird.
I don't know what I was thinking. Like, the knife thing, like, terrified me. I practiced that at home in my apartment with a straw for, like, 3 hours.
Wait, you actually you were practicing the knife thing in preparation for your date, or just in general you were practicing?
In preparation for the date.
So wait, it was a planned event on the date? You
Planned
trying to
spontaneity?
stab yourself?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking.
Like, it wasn't fun or exciting. It was actually scary and terrifying. I was concerned, and so were all the people sitting around us.
I mean, I practiced a lot. I had it super dialed, but I understand.
It didn't look like
Scary
it,
for
not gonna lie.
The point is, I just was like that because I heard you were. I thought I would impress you. I mean, elevators scare me. Don't get me started on planes. I don't even like to go over the speed limit. I don't like big dogs. Even medium ones kind of scare me.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wow, you're saying a lot.
John, why weren't you just yourself on the date? I'm sure that would have worked a lot better.
Because her friends told me she was wild, and if you think that this girl's going to be super wild, you got to step it up. Otherwise, she might get bored. I don't know. That's just how guys think.
Okay, so like none of that was really you. So I didn't get to see like you at all on the date.
No, not really.
You got to see his wild side.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Danielle, look, I promise I'm a totally normal, boring, everyday guy. I like playing Settlers of Catan and Netflixing all day, and yeah.
What's Settlers of Catan?
It's a really awesome game. You play it with your friends, and yeah, I think you would really, really like it. You develop little like colonies, and it's great. Yeah, we should. It's awesome.
Did you say ew, Danielle? Or oh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I definitely said ew.
You're not into Settlers of Catan either, huh?
That doesn't sound like too much fun.
Danielle, the point is I promise I'm not the crazy person that I acted like on the date. I'm totally normal, and I really like you, and we never have to play Settlers of Catan together. Maybe that's just my thing. That's totally cool, but I would love to go on a second date with you.
What do you think, Danielle? Would you go on a second date with John? We'll pay for it.
I mean, can we go somewhere that doesn't have knives?
Absolutely. Sushi, chopsticks. Yeah,
good
totally.
idea.
Okay. So now there are no knives involved, no weird board games, and no cheese sticks for sure.
Thank
God,
God.
this does sound
Yeah,
like-
don't shove a sushi roll down her throat if she says yes, John.
Please
I promise.
don't.
Will you do it, Danielle? Give John, like the real John, another shot.
I mean, why not? It couldn't be any worse than the wild John.
Yeah.
I feel like those are famous last
All right.
words.
Well, congratulations, John. You got a second date.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Yes.
Danielle, you won't regret it, I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep, John.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And for years, there have been a stigma around dudes that have cats.
Oh, really?
That's true.
Yep. And for some reason, if you're a dude who owns a cat, then society says you're weird.
Yeah, well,
Why can't you just have a dog like a normal dude?
Yeah.
there's a stigma for women, too. Cats just have a stigma, man.
Yeah, they really kind of do. But apparently that stigma is fading away for dudes because according to a new survey, almost 20% of men now own a cat.
Really?
My husband claims that he's allergic to, and I call BS all over the place on that.
Just 1 year ago, only 13% of guys had cats. So that's a pretty big jump. And why the sudden change? Well, some experts say it's because guys today are much more effeminate than guys decades ago.
Okay.
So they naturally gravitate towards feline pets.
Oh.
Which is so weird. Like, why is a feline an effeminate pet? Like, if anything, that pet does not care about you, right? Like,
Yeah.
that pet is a badass, kind of.
Others suggest that it's because of the internet. Dudes see an opportunity to make a profit by having a cat-themed YouTube or Instagram.
That's probably more spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for me, the whole pet survey just makes me wonder about my old cat, Skittles.
Oh,
Skittles. What, you had Skittles for like 2 or 3 years? Not even?
I don't know. I think, yeah, that sounds about right.
Before
Year and a
you-
half, 8 months, not a year.
Still crying about having to give him away?
Well, it was a her.
Oh.
And
Yeah, she was great.
if people didn't know, I used to have a cat, but I did give her away a little over a year ago because it was just too much work.
It was so sad. I'd come over to your house and the cat would just meow, like begging people to pay attention to it. Like, meow, please pet me.
Oh.
Please, somebody.
It's in the corner, just meow, I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah,
It's like every other relationship that Jubal's in.
Give me
pretty
attention.
much, yeah. So now I have a dog,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'll probably be giving away very soon. So listen for that contest on the radio. Of course, we'll give it away to a listener. All right, let's get into the shot caller question of the day. Young Jeffrey is coming to studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar today. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592 what song you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today. Jose has drawn a name out of the hat because he had the shock collar last. And who'd you get?
I got Brooke.
Oh, lovely.
All right. Brooke's got the shock collar. While she's putting that on, Jeff, please read Brooke the shock collar question of the day.
Back in 2001, history was made when a very famous entertainer released a music album that quickly hit #1 on the Billboard charts. That same week, they also had a movie come out that snatched the #1 position at the box office, making it the first time in history that an entertainer had an album and a movie debut at #1 in the same exact week. Who is the person that managed to do it?
Wait, 2010?
2001.
2001, sorry. Dyslexic a little, all right? I flipped the numbers around, Jeffrey. Stop being so judgy.
It's like 10-20?
Okay, 2001. For some reason, my first thought is Ice Cube.
Really? Oh, yeah, because he's in tons of movies.
Yeah.
And his music is always
And he's
good.
always in movies. I'm like, whoa, that's Ice Cube. Like, where'd he come from?
Yeah.
2001 would have been a good time.
Wow.
Hey, 2001, he would have had a hit, right? Wasn't Ice Cube Put Your Back Into It around then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my first thought.
You know, my first thought, I don't think it adds up on the timeline, but everything else adds up, would be Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard. But that was too early, I think. It wasn't 2001. It was in the 90s.
Earlier, than that.
That was in the
That's
90s.
a good thought.
But, you know,
that's a
I
good
Will
thought.
Always Love You was great.
What about Ludacris?
Ooh, now we're talking.
Because
Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And What's Your Fantasy? Or maybe his next album.
Luda.
Luda.
I like that idea. Now, is there any females out there that were singers/actors like a Whitney Houston around that time period?
Like Jennifer Lopez, she's in movies.
Oh, I like that.
But did
Jennifer
she debut
Lopez.
anything at #1?
Well,
I don't think she really did very well.
she was in another movie. She was in that awful one where she was the wedding coordinator.
Oh my
it
God,
was
that
so
was so
bad.
corny.
Is it called The Wedding Planner? I think it is.
Yeah, The Wedding Planner is
that
so
one.
bad.
I liked it.
Of course. Why would you like that?
I
Why
don't know, I
would
thought it
you
was
even
cute.
watch
Who
it?
likes anything weddings?
You're a strange man. I think I'm gonna go with Ludacris.
Good answer, dude.
In 2001, a very famous entertainer became the first person in history to have a music album and a movie debut at #1 in the same week. Their album was actually supposed to come out several weeks earlier, but producers decided at the last minute to change the name of the record. So, when it finally came out, The Wedding Planner was already #1 at the box office, and Jennifer Lopez was able to have the #1 movie and #1 album in America the same week.
That's a horrible movie. That should not have been #1. That movie is so dumb.
So we have, just because of that, Jenny from the Block by J-Lo for you to sing, Brooke.
There you go. Here's the lyrics
I
for
hated
that.
The Wedding Planner.
You can sing Jenny from the Block whenever you're ready.
Sorry.
That's from the script, actually.
Yeah, it is. It probably is. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I came from the Bronx. Sorry. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the... Ow! Ow!
That was a good ow, though. That was in tune, I think, with her song. Impressive. It's always nerve-wracking to be back on the dating scene when you haven't dated in a while. We deal with a lot of people that have that problem on the second date update because they haven't dated for whatever reason, and you finally get back out there and things are kind of difficult. That's the problem that the guy on the phone is having today. He hasn't dated in over 2 years for a very good reason. Darren, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for your email. Thanks for agreeing to do a second date update. Now, you said that you hadn't dated in 2 years.
Yeah, just about over 2 years because my wife had passed away.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, you know, I had to take the time, and I felt like after that 2 years, I was ready to try to give it a go again. And so I did kind of what everybody does, and I got an online dating profile.
Okay. And the girl that you want us to call today, what's her name?
Her name is Stacy.
Stacy. And what attracted you to Stacy on her internet dating profile?
First and foremost, I thought she was a very attractive girl, and I just really kind of liked how she represented herself there. And we sent a couple messages back and forth, and then we agreed on having dinner.
And can I ask, this was your actual very first date since the passing of your wife 2 years ago?
Yeah, first date in the past 2 years.
Okay.
That's got to be a lot of pressure, and it's got to feel weird to be back on the dating scene. I mean,
I was nervous. There's no question. Full disclosure, I kind of had to psych myself up for it a little bit in the mirror. Just, let myself know that this is going to happen. This is great. You're looking good. You know.
You gave yourself like a coach's pep talk before leaving the house?
A little bit before I send myself out on the front line. Yeah, just a little bit.
Hey, do it. Whatever you got to do, man.
I try and do that a little bit every day.
I just kept saying, just breathe. Just breathe through it. Get through dinner. It's going to be great, you know? But I felt like I was ready, and I felt like it actually went pretty well. We had good conversation, and I was a little sweaty.
When you say a little sweaty, how sweaty do you mean?
I mean, I felt it going down my back. We could say that, I guess.
Okay. But was it going down your forehead, and was your clothing soaked?
I mean, there was some wiping.
Okay. All right, so you were sweaty and nervous. Do you think your date picked up on that?
She did. I mean, I kind of had to acknowledge it after a little bit.
Was there like one moment that stands out to you as like the best moment of the date?
Yeah, I guess a nice moment was just sitting at dinner when our entrees came, and just I was nervous, and I know I was putting that energy out there, and there was a little bit of a tension, and I just acknowledged it and said, hey, I'm nervous. You are really attractive, and my fault, my bad, and we were able to kind of laugh about it, and she said she understood, and, you know, it just kind of changed how I felt about the evening, and I felt like she was understanding of the whole situation of my life.
That's good. If she wasn't understanding about that, I wouldn't want to be calling her back at all. Yeah. Sound like an evil person.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how it felt.
On a scale of 1 to 10, since you've been out of the dating world for a little while, what would you give this date?
I mean, I would give it a strong 7, 8.
A strong 7, 8. Do you feel like she felt the same way, though? I mean,
I thought so. I really thought so. So that's why I emailed into the show.
And how did you end things with her?
I drove her back to her place, and we were saying goodnight, and she had kind of put her hand out, and I'm going to admit, it was awkward. I'm awkward. I can't help it. And I literally said out loud, can we hug? And I just did it before I even got an answer yesterday.
Just jumped in on a hug.
That's cute.
That's all right.
I think
that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's a hug. It's not like you said screw it and just like started trying to make out with her.
I mean, I'm 6'4", and she's, got to be 5'4". She's, so I'm much taller than her.
All right, so she's tiny and you're a big dude, and you just engulfed her with your big arms.
I guess so, yeah.
Do you feel like that creeped her out?
I hope it didn't. I feel like, that's not going to end everything is a giant bear hug. I hope not. Honestly, I was like, I got to get out of here, not do something else awkward.
How clear were you with her that this was like your first date? And did you bring up that your wife had passed?
Yeah, we brought it up just because she asked, like, are you dating a lot, or why are you dating? And I kind of had to bring it up. I didn't want to lie and have it be something else. And
totally.
So I just kind of mentioned it, and she seemed okay with it.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her after your date?
Well, like 2 days later, hadn't heard anything, so I sent her a text that was just said, hey, it was great to see you. How's your day going? And I didn't hear anything. So I was like, well, maybe I should give her a call. So I gave her one call and left her a voice message that was basically the same.
Did you send her another text like, what about the hug? Don't you remember the great hug? How dare you do this to me?
I did not bring that up again.
Okay.
Do you think, I mean, you haven't dated in 2 years. Why not just like chalk this one up to, well, that was the first time out. We're going to give it another go with somebody else next.
It just felt right. It felt right. And, I figured if I think it feels right, I should probably go after them.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and then get your second date update, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I don't make this promise very often in second date updates, but I promise that I'm going to get the guy who's on the phone a second date today.
What?
Yep,
Really?
I promise him, no matter what, because I like him. He's a nice guy. He's been through some stuff, and he deserves to get a date. If not with the girl that we're about to call for him, with somebody who texts in, I don't know.
I think that's fine.
Or if I have to put on a dress and go out on a date with him, I don't care. I am guaranteeing, Darren, that you are going to get a date out of this phone call we're about to make, okay?
I hope so.
All right. You know what? I kind of hope she says no so that I can go out with you.
Yeah, and Jubal puts out. So.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Darren wants us to call a girl named Stacy. They met online. He hasn't dated in a couple years. for good reason. His wife passed away, and he was ready to date again, so he decided to go online, and he met Stacy. They went out for dinner. He was a little bit nervous, and that showed. He's sweating and just a little, awkward during the whole date. He says the date ended with a very big, sweaty hug from him that she didn't really seem like she wanted. So, Darren, you ready to make the phone call?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man, here we go.
Man.
Be confident. You've got a 100% guaranteed
Yeah.
success rate right now.
Look at it this way. It doesn't matter what she says, Darren, you're still getting a date. Could be with a dude, but you're still getting a date.
I mean, I am a big fan.
Well, there you go. All right. Okay, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Stacy, please?
This is Stacy.
Hey, Stacy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. It's good to hear. Just calling to check in on you, see how you're doing.
It's a courtesy call.
Yep. Do you ever listen to our show at all?
I think so. I've listened to it a few times. My mom really likes it.
Cool. All right. How old's your mom?
61.
Nice. That's who we're going for. We kill it with 61-year-old moms, so she's the right person that we want listening. Stacy, have you ever heard a second date update before?
What does that mean?
That means that you recently went out on a date with somebody who listens to the show, and you haven't been calling them back since your date, so they emailed us to get you on the phone and ask if they did something wrong.
Wow, that's weird.
It is kind of weird, but it is a segment that we do on our show, and the guy's name is Darren. Do you remember going out with Darren?
Yeah.
Okay, did you like Darren?
Yeah, I did.
You sound very hesitant, Stacy.
No, he was sweet. I remember he was really nice, and yeah, it was a fine time.
Okay, if it was a fine time, why haven't you called him back after he's texted you and tried to call you?
I don't want to put all his business out there, but it was. I think that maybe we're just not, we're kind of at different points in our life in regards to dating and things like that.
Well,
so.
in regards to the putting his whole business out there, we talked to Darren, and he told us everything, that he hasn't dated in a while because his wife passed away. He also said that he was very nervous the entire time and was sweaty and gave you an awkward hug at the end of the date.
It's I don't know. I always think you get nervous at the beginning of the date and you kind of ease into it, but it seemed kind of the opposite for him. He got more nervous as the date went on. He was the most nervous at the very end, and he straight up asked me if he could hug me, and then before I could respond, he just did it.
Right.
So I was okay.
You can understand the nerves though if the dude hasn't dated for 2 years because of something like that.
For sure, yeah. And I don't have any ill will towards him at all. I just don't think that we're really compatible in that way. I think.
Yeah, but he was just nervous. He hasn't been out in 2 years. Look, Stacy, I really want to get him a second date with you. That's my goal here, is to make you go out with him again and give him one more shot. Yeah, is to force you to go out with him again.
Yeah, I totally understand the nerves, but it was we were talking about his ex-wife, and, I'm completely understanding. I know how it goes, but, essentially what he said was that she is watching over him all the time, which at first I thought was kind of sweet, and then he said that throughout the date he could feel her, aura or her spirit at the dinner table judging me.
Judging you? What? Did he actually say the words judging you?
Yes, he said the word judging me, and it freaked me out.
Wow.
As if her spirit is jealous, or as in she's hoping things go well?
I took it as she was jealous, she was judging me, how dare, thinking that I'm some easy girl, trying to pick up a dude,
Maybe he said it wrong, and he meant to say I feel like her presence is around me all the time, and she would want me to be doing this. Look, it's probably a weird thing to say either way,
of course,
but I doubt he was saying my wife who passed away is sitting next to me right now. Her spirit is, and it thinks you're a skank. I doubt that's what he meant by that, Stacy.
Well, regardless of any of it, it just really creeped me out.
Did you say anything to him after he brought up the dead wife judging you?
No, it was just weird. It was just really creepy, and I think he just needs to take some time.
Stacy, I hate to get weird on you too, but there is another presence that's listening to this phone call right now.
What do you mean?
I mean that Darren is actually on the phone and heard everything that you just said.
I was judging you.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
Stacey. Hey.
Look, I had no idea that you would like be listening to this. They called me out of nowhere, you know? Like, I'm sorry. I mean, are you okay? Like, are you really upset? Like,
I mean,
sorry.
you know, no, it's fine. It's good, I guess.
Well, I'm really sorry, but I know that you were really nervous, and like, I felt like I was as patient as I possibly could be, but it's just kind of weird, you know? It's weird to like go on a date with somebody and like have the person say that their dead wife is judging me. You know, it's like my uncle passed away last year, and I can't just say like, oh, my Uncle Bob is, you know, judging you. You know, you have to understand how that would freak someone out.
Well, but it was like a good thing. Like it was good that she was there, and good that like she approved of you. You know, like she liked you, and I felt like if she likes you, then this is a good thing.
That's kind of weird, okay? I just don't want to know what your ex-wife is thinking.
Well, can we do it again? And like we can go out again, and I mean, I could leave her at home. You know, can we make it happen?
Look, Darren, like the whole spiritual thing, like it just kind of freaked me out.
Look, Stacey, you're really screwing the second date update up for me because I promised Darren that I would get him a second date with you. Will you go out with Darren one more time? Come on. I will pay for a second date.
No, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time, but no.
Okay, well, at least Darren learned a little bit of a lesson here, and, you know.
Sure.
Next time you go out on a date, don't bring your dead wife's spirit, or just make her wait in the car or something.
I guess so. So.
And I'm saying that because, you know, the promise I made you at the beginning of this was you were going to get a second date with somebody, no matter who it is, and I don't want you to be awkward when you and I go out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, looks like I got to pick out a nice evening dress, don't I, Darren?
You better look nice.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
It's a lot of pressure when you date somebody who's out of your league. Simply ask anybody who's ever gone out on a date with yours truly. Right? Yeah? No? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the issue that Gavin ran into. He's the guy that emailed us for a second date update today. Gavin went out with a girl named Christine, and according to your email, Gavin, you felt like she's a little bit out of your league, right?
Yeah, that's the reason I emailed you guys, man. I always listen to the good advice you give, so I thought maybe you could help me out on this one.
You don't have to kiss our ass.
Yeah, we already got you on the phone, man.
You're hoping we can get a hold of her on the phone because she won't answer your phone calls. I understand. It's fine.
You got to do what you got to do, so.
You said that you felt like this girl, Christine, was on a different level than you. Why is that? Like, hotter than you?
Well, we got set up through a mutual friend, and my friend said, look, you know, she's a cute girl, she's sweet, she's a little high maintenance, and that's always kind of open for interpretation, of course, but I went out, I bought a new suit, bought a new tie, I really tried to look what I thought she probably is used to seeing, you know, and used to going out with.
Did you rent a Lamborghini to pick her up? Because I hope so.
I wish I could have rented a you know, I selected a restaurant that I thought would impress her and tried to do a little research on wines and things like that before we met up. Just anything I could do to kind of, you know, make me seem a little more in her league, I guess, because I started to get a little intimidated. But, you know, did I say the wrong thing? Was my knowledge of ceviche and wine not what it should be? You know, I really tried.
Hey, you put lipstick on a pig, still a pig, right?
Come on.
Well,
tie a bow on a piece of poop, still a piece of poop.
Don't call Gavin a pig.
A piece of poop, bro. Come on, he's on the line.
Well, that's kind of what Gavin said. Wait, I mean, some people say, Gavin, you should always try to date up, right? So, I mean, that's what you're trying to do. But here's my thing is, like, are you trying to fake it? Are you trying to get into a relationship with a girl where you're going to have to be faking it all the time? Were you not yourself on the date?
Well, I was definitely myself, but at the same time, you know, I certainly was trying to come across a little more than what I am.
How did everything end?
Just dropped her off, said, you know, it'd be nice to do this again, and we kind of left things with, you know, I'll give you a call, which I did a couple of times, even texted her a few times, but finally I did hear back from her, and she just kind of said in the text message that I wasn't her type. Which kind of hurt after like a few days of just kind of wondering. But, like I said, I felt like you guys might could help me out a little bit. So.
Okay. So we obviously know that she doesn't think you're her type. So now you want to get her on the phone and ask exactly why.
Yeah, just if anything, maybe it'll help me out with someone else if it doesn't work out with her,
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
This second date update holds a special place in my heart, and I want to try really hard to get Gavin another date with the girl he wants us to call because she's a rich girl. And one of the biggest regrets I have in my life is I was dating this girl for a little while, like in high school, super rich. Her dad was like a movie producer in Hollywood. Like they had a whole house she hadn't even seen the wing of. There were like 17 rooms. And I let that go. If I would have stuck with that, she wasn't necessarily attractive. She was okay. But if I would have stuck with it, I could have been lounging around that mansion right now, playing golf. I wouldn't be here on the air. I would be so happy.
Why weren't you a gold digger from a young age, Jubal?
I know. So, Gavin, I'm hoping we can help you out today and you can land a date with your rich girl and hopefully live the rest of your days freeloading off of her.
Well, I hope we can just get a second date to start. But
All right, well, let's start with that, and then we can get onto your retirement plan. If you need a pool boy, I'm there for you, okay?
I feel like we're hooking up with Oprah right now.
Yeah. Like, this girl's not even that rich.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Gavin, you ready to give her a call?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And just to remind everybody, the last thing she said to you was a text message that said, "You're not really my type," right?
That's correct. That's
okay.
it.
Ouch.
Which could
We'll
mean
find out
a
what that
ton of different things.
True.
Yeah.
Could mean poor.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to call a rich person.
Oh, God.
Is there an extra number in the phone
Do
number?
they have a secretary to answer their phone?
Yeah, I think they must. I'm excited to see who answers.
Hello?
Hi, is this Christine?
Yes?
Hey, Christine, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
You're from a radio station?
Yes. Moving 92.5. I host the morning show.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. We're calling on behalf of Gavin.
Okay.
Gavin says he had a great time with you. He liked you a lot. Would love to see you again. And after your date, you sent him a text message over the course of the next couple of days that said that he wasn't your type. We wanted to call and ask if you wouldn't mind sharing with us what you meant by that.
Like you said, I sent him a text already. There's really not that much more to it, and I don't feel like embarrassing someone on the radio anyway, so...
Christine, if you're going to look at it that way, he's the one that wanted us to call you.
Yeah.
He just wants to know if he did something wrong on the date. And frankly, he said that you were out of his league. Like he thinks that highly of you. And so he feels like maybe he's not on your level, and that's what you meant by that.
Interesting. Well, the date was fine, but he wasn't really that interesting on the date, first of all.
So he was boring?
Yeah, like I didn't get that there was a whole lot going on there. And we talked, we chatted, but there wasn't really chemistry. It just wasn't, it was almost felt like a business meeting.
You didn't feel the insane chemistry that he felt?
Yeah, and the biggest thing, I really have a problem with people who lie, and he lied to me.
What did he lie to you about?
His job. He told me he was a doctor, and then later on I checked, and he's actually a PA, a physician's assistant, which is
all right. So he works with doctors.
Yes.
He was trying to be somebody he wasn't, and that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, if someone can't even be themselves, like, what's the point?
So it's like he told you, I'm the assistant manager, but really he's the assistant to the manager.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Christine?
Yeah.
Can you hold on for 1 second? I just need to do something real quick.
Okay.
Paging Dr. Gavin. Dr. Gavin, are you there? Christine,
Yeah,
Gavin.
I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Gavin is actually on the other line listening
Christine,
to.
hi.
Hey, Gavin.
Listen, You know, I was really nervous. You know, I was nervous on the date. And Christine, you know, I think you're amazing. I really enjoyed talking to you. So I was really trying to do everything I could to kind of impress you, and I do hope to be a full doctor one day. There was definitely some nervous energy when it comes to, you know, ordering wine and things like that, and so, you know.
Christine, you're not buying it at all, are you?
I think we're seeing why she means he's
No,
boring.
you know, it's sweet of you, Gavin. That was nice of you, or whatever. But you know, I can't deal with liars, and as soon as that comes out, I'm done.
Well, listen, I'd love the opportunity to make it up to you, because honestly, it's a little thing in a big sea of things, and I think when you really take the time to get to know me, you're gonna see that.
Okay, Gavin, that's good. That's enough. You can stop. You know, that's again not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the kind of person who's gonna be selling themselves to me. I just want a real person.
Hey, Christine, are you looking for someone who's on the same level as you monetarily? Like, do you want to date a rich dude?
You know, I have money, so I'm not looking for money.
Okay.
I mean, sure, in some ways it'd be nice to have someone who's used to the same sort of lifestyle I'm used to, but
So it's not a turnoff to know that Gavin is a physician's assistant instead of a doctor for you?
No, it's not. You know, if he's a hard worker, then that's great. So it's not a turnoff, even if you're a male nurse.
Christine, will you go out with Gavin one more time? We will pay for the date, and Gavin will be honest with you about who he is and not try to, you know, impress you too much.
Absolutely. We're going to have a great time, and we'll do something a little more casual, and we can talk about the work. You know, I'm really proud of the work I do in the medical field, and I'll kind of tell you about, you know, what I've been planning as far as trying to go to med school, and it'll be a lot of fun, Christine.
No. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun to just listen to all of your plans all night long, and you can tell me about how awesome you are all night.
Come on, Christine, just one more date with Gavin.
You know, that's not what I want. I don't want to sit there listening to some guy trying to impress me. I want a person, and it is cute that you are trying this hard for a second date, but I think that a second date is not a good idea.
Okay, well, thank you for your time for doing the second date update. I personally have to go because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a volunteer firefighter who rescues puppies on the side. So I get out of here too.